Also speaking in Parliament yesterday, UMP MP Ravi Karanayake spoke regarding the terrestrial broadcasting rights of Sri Lanka cricket.
TV rights.
The TV broadcasting rights is the most important source of income for the cricket board. However, I remember 4 to 5 years ago, Hashan Tilakaratne briefed us and he even went to court against this deal, which was arbitrarily given to the Nimbus company by the then subject minister for a price of $3.5 million. Take a look at the Carlton Sports Network. Mohan Piris of SLRC wrote a letter and requested them not to allow this channel to be established because they would lose a sizable income. They disregarded this, and as a result the government suffered a loss. The Maharaja organization put forward a request. They rejected this as well and said that it will only be given to a dedicated sports channel. Then a year later they set up a dedicated channel. They did not receive the rights then either. This is the work of the government. They disregard chances of earning an income. If they amass this income, then they would need 25% from the cricketers.
News First U reporter Chandrakumar Dayaratne filed this report from Metawatch here.
What you can see here is the new Anuradhapura bus stop. Construction work on this bus stop is continuing at a snail pace. Even in the event of slight rain, the bus stop goes underwater. Passengers and three-wheel drivers have been severely affected as a result. The people urge the authorities to expedite the construction work.
Up next is Action TV.
On the 10th of December last year, the chairman of the National Aquatic Resource Research and Development Agency, or NARA, said that a profit of 18.5 million rupees earned by NARA for the Colombo Port Expansion project would be distributed among employees of NARA before the new year. The chairman made this statement in response to an Action TV expose on the 8th of December, in which it was revealed that the fate of more than 66.6 million rupees earned by NARA as revenue from this contract could not be properly determined. At that point, the contract had concluded over a year and had passed since NARA had received all payments in full. The chairman stated that a sum of 18.5 million rupees would be distributed among employees as dividends, while under the impression that the total profit from this venture was 37.5 million rupees. However, an audit report commissioned by the chairman himself from the internal auditor of NARA establishes that the total profit from this contract was 47 million rupees. This profit statement too cannot be considered accurate because vouchers for expenditure on the contract amounting to millions of rupees had not been presented for the audit, and although the contract expired on the 31st of December 2011, millions of rupees had been spent in 2012 under this contract. Although the chairman of NARA had stated that 18.5 million rupees would be distributed among employees prior to the new year as dividends, it now appears that this process will be extended until the Sinhala Tamil New Year season. This is because although the foundation was laid to pay dividends on the 28th of January, up to now only 7,898,851 rupees has been paid out to employees as dividends. These vouchers and bills bear testaments to the fact that the heads of NARA, who for over a year have wasted time and still failed to distribute funds which the employees are entitled to, have shown no hesitation whatsoever in using public funds for their own luxury and leisure. While these include bills for liquor, some of these bills presented for payment are not entirely trustworthy.
In other local news, the government of Japan is extending a financial contribution amounting to $4 million through the United Nations Human Settlement Program, or UN Habitat, for the project for the rehabilitation of community infrastructure and facilities in conflict-affected areas in the northern province. An agreement to this effect was signed at the Japanese ambassador's residence in Colombo today.
Japan's ambassador to Sri Lanka, Nobuhito Hobo, and UN Habitat Senior Human Settlements Officer Yodinobu Fukasawa signed the agreement today in the presence of the Secretary of the Ministry of Resettlement and the Secretary of the Presidential Task Force for Resettlement, Development and Security in the Northern Province.
At the same time, we very much appreciate the various initiatives taken by the government of Sri Lanka and other development partners restoring normalcy in the once conflict-affected areas. However, we feel that the returning and already resettled IDPs still face many hardships in their day-to-day lives and needs more support for restoring their livelihood and creating more employment opportunities.
Up next is our special segment, Big Match Fever. Yesterday, we took a look at the preparations in the Thomian camp ahead of the 134th Battle of the Blues. Today, we head to Raid Avenue to visit the Royal Camp, where the lads are gearing up to bring the DS Senanayaka Shield to Colombo 7.
Devin Padmanathan will be leading the Royalists this time around for the 134th Battle of the Blues. Devin Padmanathan has scored 235 runs, inclusive of a half century in 14 games. He also claimed 47 wickets with his spin bowling. The team is well prepared. We also trained at a camp. The team is fit and I think we can win this time. We have 2 left-arm spinners and an off-spinner. There are 9 colorsmen batting this time. We will be the favourites this time around. The Royal College cricket team consists of 7 batsmen, 3 fast bowlers and 3 spinners each. The team also consists of 3 all-rounders. The team is well prepared. The team played 16 matches and won 4 matches. We have a balanced team. The Royalists have defeated St. Thomas's College to win the Battle of the Blues on 33 occasions. Having lost 34 Battle of the Blues encounters, Royal College last won in 2006. The 134th Battle of the Blues will be played at 9 AM tomorrow at the SEC grounds in Colombo.
Well, with that, we wrap up our primetime news today. I'm Krishna Panitharatna.
And I'm Nadir Majid. Have a very pleasant evening. Good night and good luck.